All right before we broke, you were talking about what it would mean for your career, or as you understood what it would mean for your career if you got into a physical fight or physically attacked the defendant. And you talked about ASAP already, but in your earlier answer, you said there would also be a consequence with record labels. Is that correct?
Yes.
What can you explain that just in more detail for the jury so they understand what you're talking about?
I mean, I wouldn't know if there would be direct consequences, but I'm pretty sure it would be out there that we fought and people would just pick sides, like right now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's famous. I'm nobody, pretty much.
Have you had meetings with record labels before this incident?
Oh, yeah.
And since this incident, have you continued to have meetings with record labels?
No, the moment it became public, everything changed.
How so?
I mean, like everything changed. Like, people knew it was me that pressed charges against Robbie. So everybody looked at me like I'm doing wrong for pressing charges.
And did some of the deals that you had set up, did those go away?
Oh yeah, I had to pretty much vacate my label and everything because my artists, they no longer wanted to work with me because of the decisions I chose to make. So yeah.
Okay. So not only the record labels that you were meeting with, but also the artists who you were managing no longer wanted to work with you.
Yeah, because they felt like many different reasons, but one, they felt like I don't have no credibility no more, one, and two, I'm getting labeled as, I guess, as Snitch or something like that, you know?
Okay. Now, those are real consequences that have happened to you since this incident. But did you have it in your mind before you met with him at the parking lot that something like that would happen if you got into a physical fight with him?
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, did you know going into this incident that if you got into a physical fight that it would likely be the end of your music career?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to fight Robbie.
As you were walking to the street where you ultimately linked up with him, did you have any weapons?
No.
Did you have any handguns?
No.
Did you have any knives, folding knives, anything like that?
Nothing of the sort.
I'm gonna mark your next exhibit.
15.
And exhibit 15 is an external hard drive, or what they call a thumb drive, containing surveillance video.
Your audio?
There is on one of the surveillance videos, but it's not spoken word.
For the noise?
Yeah, it's. Yes. Hold on 1 second. There. Okay, and Your Honor, just so the record is clear, we mark this as cash 15?
The thumb drive?
Yes.
15.
On equals 15, it's the file that I'm playing is labeled sequence surveillance video. All right, Mr. Ephron, I'm going to play just a few seconds of this video, then I'll ask you some questions. And I'm stopping that. What's that? This is really small to read. It's at 30 seconds on the video player. Did you recognize the what was captured on that video in those 30 seconds? Did you recognize what we saw there?
Yeah.
And did you specifically recognize that to be the first incident that happened when you first linked up with the defendant?
Yes.
Did you recognize yourself in that video?
Yes.
Play it again from the beginning, and I'll stop it. Okay. I think I stopped it at 6 seconds, if I can read that from here. The first person that we saw walking down the sidewalk on the screen, who was that?
Wait, the
You
person
want me to
that
play it again?
the person that I seen?
Yes.
Yeah, that was right.
No, the first person that we saw coming down.
Oh, that's me.
That's you,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. And I'll play it forward a little bit from here. And pause it at 11 seconds on the video. Now, the second person that we see in the screen looks like they're, physically right in front of you. Who is that?
That's right.
And when you first approached him, can you describe what happened in your own words? Whether we saw it in the video or not, just in your own words, describe what happened.
So when he came up to me, like from the video from what I can see, because I'm saying trap all over, it was like 3 years ago. I mean, a little bit of the video, but I was stopping a little. I could see I was stopping a little. And like I said, I'm lefty. I'm righty. I stopped him with my left, trying to like back him up. You know what I mean? And then
Let me stop you for 1 second. That interaction that we see, would that have been right after he said, I don't remember what your exact words were, but
what's up now, pussy?
what's up now, pussy?
Probably like 10 seconds later, because he was still walking.
Okay. And could you see his face as he was walking towards you?
Yeah.
How did he look?
Oh, angry.
So could you tell as he was approaching you that you were headed for a physical confrontation with him?
His hands wasn't up. It was more so walking. So then when we got to each other, he initiated him, like trying to like grab me or try to like grab me by my collar. That's why you see like that, and I like grabbed him off. You know what I mean?
So as best you can remember it, he was the first one who grabbed you by the collar,
Then he grabbed me by my collar.
and then you raised which of your hands to
My left.
your left hand to separate from him.
Yeah.
Okay. And as he grabbed the collar of your sweatshirt, what did he do?
I think he's just trying to tug at me and like talking and going back and forth. And then Elijah, everything happens so fast. And Elijah gets in the middle.
Okay. When you say he's talking at you, do you remember anything that he said?
Like I said, it was 3 years ago. I would have to see what I said before I say something that I kind of like vaguely remember.
That's fair. But so as you sit here right now, today, 3 years later, you don't specifically remember the words he said. Is that what you're saying?
Not the words so much. So I feel like towards the ending when the gun came out, I remember that.
Okay.
I remember the words that came out when the gun came out.
As best we can, I'd like to go through it step by step. So when he first approaches you, you're saying he's saying words, but you can't remember the words?
I don't remember.
Do you remember the tone that he had said these words with?
Oh, at that point, like, we're pretty much damn near fighting. Like, he's saying what he's trying to get, I don't know.
I mean, did he sound angry to you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Were you saying anything back to him?
Yeah,
Do you,
I don't remember.
You don't remember your words.
Mhm.
Do you remember your tone?
I was angry because he touched me. I was just like, the fuck off me, or probably like. But then, mind you, the gun came out seconds later, so then my tone got really angry after. Because, what the fuck you got a gun for? And that's what I said.
Okay, so you kind of move forward. You remember being angry because he's tugging at your sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had a gun in his hand. Did you see where the gun came from?
Came from his waistline.
Okay, so
Came from his waistline.
This might be clear to everybody except me, but can you have Mr. Ephron identify on the screen who's who?
Yes, please.
I'm the one on the right, and it's around you with the black hoodie.
For the record, he's going on the left side. You have a sweatshirt with some type of graphic on it?
Yeah.
Here, I have some photographs of his clothing. I have three photographs. Can I just staple them and collectively mark them as equals 16?
16A through C.
Okay. I'm going to show you 16A. Do you recognize what you see there?
Yeah, that's my hoodie.
Is that the same hoodie that you were wearing that day?
Yes, it is.
And is that the back of the hoodie?
Yes.
And then 16B, do you recognize that?
Yes, in front of my hoodie.
Same one you were wearing that day?
Yes.
And then 16C,
Yes, my sweatpants.
same one you were wearing that day?
Yes.
Okay. So your sweatshirt or hoodie had that graphic on the back, correct?
Yeah.